Hello, welcome to the Slip Slip Sis podcast. I'm Che.
I'm Gabs.
And this is episode
9.
We're also those podcasters who don't do notes and we like to wing it, which is awesome. But we are Slip Slip Sis. You can find us on Ravelry, Ribbler, as well as on Instagram as it changes. So that information will be below, but it's either Slip Slip Sis or slip.slip.sis. And I have forgotten all of the other pieces of the intro at this current juncture in our journey.
Sometimes podcasters say to like and smash that like button, like and subscribe to our videos. Please do that if you like our videos. Don't like, I mean, you can like us just in your heart like our mom does, but you can also like us on the screen
electronically as well.
Yes, and if you like what we're doing, you can subscribe. Chaley is going to be doing a vlog of the Portland Yarn Crawl, Rose City
Yarn Crawl
in Portland later on this month, so you can check that out. She's meeting up with some fabulous podcasters, knitters, designers, dyers, all this cool stuff. I'm very jealous. I have insane FOMO, but
you're busy. It's fine. We'll go another time.
Yes. What do we do first, Jay?
Designs.
Since we last podcast, I think Itsy Mitsy had already come out. So the only design that we have is the Kenrick cowl, which I don't have with me because I gifted for Christmas to my father-in-law, whose name is Kenrick, but I call him Ken. It's a simple cable cowl. It came out at the beginning of the month, at the beginning of February. We will link it to our Ravelry page. Check it out. It was published in conjunction with Madeline Tosh Design Studio. So they were super generous. They sent me the yarn. It's gorgeous yarn. I was really tempted not to give it to him and keep it. I didn't. I gave it to him. So that you can check that out. If you're a Madeline Tosh newsletter subscriber, you'll find out more about it. It's super cool. My father-in-law is a very knit-worthy person. My mother-in-law is a crafter as well. She quilts, she crochets, she scrapbooks. So he's got a really deep-seated appreciation for that kind of stuff because he sees how hard we work at it. Like he gets slow crafts and slow fashion. So last time he came, he brought me all of his hats for me to repair because he wears them all the time. So there's a bunch of holes in them. So he's like, sorry. And I'm like, that's perfect. At least for me as a knitter, when someone's like, I kind of wrecked this and it's got holes and it's kind of dirty. And I'm like, perfect. That's what it's supposed to do. Right. So check out our Kenrick cowl on Ravelry and Ribbler.
Excellent.
Next, should I do the test call, Chad?
Yes.
Okay. So the test call is it'll be posted on Instagram sometime around the publication of this video. And since I'm responsible for editing this time, it'll come out at the same time. But these are my carrots socks that I designed. They are Anne of Green Gables themed. So my sister's like, okay, yeah. But they came out super cute. They're very I picked the colors myself too. And Shaylee was very impressed that the colors came out looking cute. It's a color work cuff down sock. If you're interested in testing it, I will link the testing Google form thingamajig
below.
Yeah, because I'm responsible for editing. So it is part of a Anne of Green Gables sock collection I've designed. These carrot socks, lake trout socks, and then a mouse in the plum pudding socks. So
I remember that one. Sorry. That's all I got.
If you're an Anne of Green Gables fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're not, you're like, okay.
Oh, it's still a cute design though.
Yeah, they're perfect. They're perfect for spring. They don't say Anne of Green Gables or anything, so it works for springtime. It's got cute little color work detail here and the carrots there. So
I feel like it's carrots though, because isn't there an exclamation point?
Right. It's because Gilbert Blythe calls Anne carrots, and she's real mad about it. So because she's a redhead.
Context important.
Yes.
Love it.
If you're interested in testing that, you can apply. We always want to accept everyone into our tests. So we always like
apply.
Chaylee and I are in the performing arts. Chaylee is a dancer. I'm a drama teacher. The sting of rejection is very real for us. We know what it's like to audition, to put yourself out there and not get it. And or at least for me, I hate not letting anyone get it. Like if someone's willing to put themselves out there, I want them to get what
get
they
in
want.
there with your bad self.
Yeah, because I mean, performing arts, you get rejected every 100 times for the one time someone says yes.
Yeah. So
all right,
same with
Mo's. What you got, Shay?
Okay, I have a twofer. Well, it's just two of them for you.
Is that like a pair of socks? Like there are 2 feet?
Well, no, there are 2 different FOs. My apologies. I got it. Totally ready to podcast today. The first was my love socks, and this was for the LovinKnit sock along hosted by Sarah, and I believe on Instagram she's at Sarah K Knits, and she also manages the Facebook group Sock Knitting Addicts. Did I make that up?
And she's a podcast.
And she does have a podcast as well. So she's doing the thing. She is living her best life, crushing it. So these are the socks I entered for that. It's just a plain vanilla sock here. I did on 9-inch circulars, which I used Chow Goo for. And the colorway is Forever Begins Today, which I feel like I have to say like that every time. And it is from Arcane Fiberworks is the dyer for these ones. So very excited. And now I actually get to wear them because I have been saving them for this episode. So I didn't get them dirty because they're kind of this like nice pastel and I just like walk around in them. So then they would get yucca.
And you won a prize.
I did win a prize. I'm very excited. Like she had just posted and I happened to look at my phone. So like, you know how on like your phone notifications, it'll say like now. And then I replied now. So I'm like, she must think I'm like really, really into the prize, which I am. So I'm very excited. And maybe I'll split seas even with you, Gabs, if I'm feeling generous.
That's how it goes. Gabs finds the cows. Gabs organizes things. And somehow my sister wins the prizes because for the LovinKnit cow, we also sponsored 3 prizes for it, which is our sock patterns. So we've never done this, but we like sponsor. I liked it. I was like, oh, we should sponsor cows. Like,
why not?
We're cool. I mean, we have day jobs. This is not our full source of income. It's enough for our 11 loaves at Starbucks.
Yes.
All right. My turn?
Yes.
So I also entered and did not win in the cow, but I entered in another cow, which is the Adventurely cow for that Michaeli of Breaking Yarn and Leah. I think it's Leah. Maybe it's Leah. Loves to and she's at Leah Loves to Knit on Instagram. It's a finish your Advent mini skein things. So mine is a scrappy sock. Most of this is Earl Grey Yarn Company, but this one is my only like little rogue buddy, and it is Hana Made It. So these are my scrappy January socks because I am doing a rainbow of socks all by myself. It's not a knit along. I'm just doing it. So January is pink, February is red. Exciting. All by my lonesome. But I love them. They're so cute. And I did them on US zeros instead of ones because I have a ridiculously loose gauge. Like it's bonkers how loose it is. So I'm trying to see if I like the fabric better. I haven't worn them yet. I haven't worn any of my knit socks yet because I'm scared of slipping on my hardwood floors, and we'll talk about why I'm scared of slipping in chatter. What else you got?
I have another pair of socks that have been kind of languished. No, they weren't really languishy. No, I lied. These are my June Yarnable socks. I got it. And the colorway in Yarnable is a subscription box from Cheryl of Hypnotic Yarn that you can get monthly. And so this colorway was from June and it's called Wildflowers. And then this electric lime green, which is not coming off as electric as it actually is because of the shadows, but it is from the Flora and Fauna Countdown Calendar of 2021 from Earl Grey Fiber Company. So again, a plain vanilla sock, but this is actually, Gabs and I did a year of Yarnable and we split them. And this was my last month that I had to get done before we can make our Yarnable scrappy socks. Now, Gabs, I wonder, are you also ready to start our Yarnable scrappy socks?
No, not even close. Okay, but Shaylee did hers out of order. Those are the June ones, and we got them August to August. So the ones I haven't done are the July and August ones. But I don't really have an excuse because I do mine on Geraldine, my sock knitting machine, not by hand. So, but we put Geraldine away because it keeps coming into not chatter because of the baby. So we put Geraldine away. So now I have to knit different things by hand.
Now you have to knit like the rest of us.
I know. What is that? The rest of the plebes.
Thank you for that. Your turn.
I finished these, Che. My my strong heel socks.
Oh gosh, the dorsal fins.
They came out so interesting. So interesting. I don't think I'm gonna say, like, it's all weird on the sock blocker. I don't know if I'm gonna knit it again, but it was definitely interesting. These are in Shaylee gave me this yarn, Amalfi Coast by Destination Yarn. These were knit on my US ones. And it's a strong heel, which the heel, because I have such tiny little feet, takes up like the entire foot. Like from here to here is only the foot knitting part. It was a very interesting experience. I don't know if I'll do it again. I'm going to try and see how they fit. One of our followers on Instagram says, though, that she uses them for, I believe it's either her husband or her son's socks, because they're really good for like a wider foot or a wider like heel for someone who needs a lot of space in the heel. So maybe if that's what you're looking for, then maybe these are the right choice. I have really tiny, slender feet, like the size of a child. So they may not be the right choice for me, but I finished them.
Awesome.
What else you got? Oh, I have one more, and this is also a knit along. This is the Pair of Hearts hat. I never knit hats. And you're about to see why I never did hats. So I did this hat. It's for my brother-in-law. My daughter Lottie has decided that this is for her Uncle Andrew. So this is Moth Wings from Earl Grey Fiber Company, and the Pair of Hearts hat is from Chit Chat Knits. For the month of February, her and Daisy Stitch Co., which is Shelly, are doing a knit along. And if you buy the yarn from Daisy Stitch Co., or the pattern from Chit Chat Knits, it's a portion or maybe all of it, some donation to the American Heart Association. Oh. So enter the knit along. There's also only like 2 people who've entered the knit along, me and someone else. So if you're looking to win a prize, because we love prizes, but this actually came out super cute. It's supposed to be, it can be worn as a slouch. I'm going to do this, Che, then you're going to see why I don't knit hats.
Terrible.
So I think it's supposed to see. I can't. It's not going good.
For it. Put it down. Put it down.
It's not better.
Too much. It's bad. Everything is bad.
So hats are not. They don't look good on me. And this one is like a slouchy style hat if it was on me, but it's for my brother-in-law, who's a much larger gentleman. My husband's quite large too. It looks cute on my husband, so I tried. He's got a good hat head. Everyone in my life has a good hat head. There's no good, like, more forehead, less forehead, maybe without glasses, but I can't see. Is this better, Jay?
It's not good. It's not better.
No, it's not better. Like, there's no good. So that's why I don't knit hats, because I can't try, because most of the time I try on my knitting, right? Like I try on to make sure it looks nice, but all hats look bad on me. So what can you do? What whips you got, Jay?
I have 3. How many you got?
3.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Oh, this one I'm feeling a lot of pride in because I started it in May of 2021. So I am like, it's coming up. I know it's like a few months away, but it is coming up. And I have never had a whip that has languished that long. So I am making progress on it. And this is my Musselburgh hat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that I started because I was like working commencement and I was like, oh, I'll knit. I didn't have time to knit. Like we had like someone lost their grandma, so I had to go deal with that. So
That would
now
be our grandma.
yeah, it would be our grandma. But I have gotten some progress on it and I'm just chugging along. The muscle bear hat is a pattern by Isolde Teague, and it's like you knit the long tubey thing and then you put it inside out so you get like a double thick hat. And then the yarn I am using is Yesterday Once More from Molly Klein Design. And then this project bag that it is in is from Acorn Quilt Studios. Isn't that cute? Knitting themed. That's it.
All right, so I've got my February socks because it's red, and for some reason, okay, I like red because like I like red, but I don't know. I don't own a lot of red yarn. I wear a lot of red, but so I only have 2 colors for February. These are my February socks. They are. Oh, I have a visitor.
Okay.
And my poo-poo.
Okay, and we're back. So I am in the same room as the changing table, which is my craft room, doubles as the changing room for the kids. And the door opening was my oldest coming in saying, Mama, I need a poo. So she needed to be changed. And as she's coming in, my youngest comes in because she's a baby. So my husband brings her in because she's also made a giant poo. So we had a poo break.
So red
February. I'm knitting it like I'm using the helical knitting technique. So the red is the 25th day from the Flora and Fawn Countdown calendar from Earl Grey Fiber Company. And this color I think is Catherine of Aragon from Kemper Ray, who is Junk Yarns, King Henry VIII's wives mini skein. I got it a long time ago. Like I'm a history teacher, so I was super obsessed with getting it. I actually made my kids like do independent reading time when she was dropping the skeins so I could order it. So like, Miss Koizumi, what are you doing on your computer? I'm like, updating grades.
Grading.
Stuff. Obviously, attendance, my job, not ordering yarn. So it is it's like a micro stripe.
That's fun.
With the red contrasting heels, toes, and cuffs. So that's
you know
my
what those are, Gabs?
You
know what those are?
What?
Autumnal.
They are autumnal. Oh, and these are Cookie and Bees yarn cozies, which are my favorite thing because I am the chaos half of this duo when it comes to keeping our yarn stuff organized. Haley is organized, and this makes me look like I'm organized. It's a mess in there. Don't look. What else you got?
All right. So this is in my dinosaur taco bag that you made for me over Christmas break. And in this, I have my graduation present socks. Yeah. For my friend Nick, who is my BFF in my graduate program, will be graduating in May. Woo woo. And I have not made him anything other than like one crochet hat. And so I feel like I really owe him these, but he's like a size 12. So I'm like, I'll get to it, but they are almost there. So I'm feeling this is only the first sock though, but I have until May. So I feel like that's fair, but the yarn is Bartlett Pears from Hypnotic Yarn. And then I have my Pumbaa stitch marker from Bix Knits on it. So I'm making some progress, but I do need to try it on him just to figure out how much longer I need to do for the foot. But then, yeah, super easy, vanilla. I feel like now I'm going to be like the queen of like big sock feet because I did the other ones for my other friend. So like now I'm like, I have a system and we can do this. So these are going to happen sooner rather than later.
Okay. I got to reach for mine. This is my ongoing like scrappy project that is, I'm using the scraps from my scrappy socks to knit the Era Shawl by Ksenia Nidon of Life is Cozy. It looks a little bit like women's underwear right now. But I am confident that it will block out beautifully. But currently I'm not knitting underwear. Like people are confident enough to do that. I'm not knitting underwear. It's not my jam. But if it is yours, go for it. So it's a shawl. It's one of the I can't take myself seriously. It's a shawl. It was part of the Sun and Fog release that we released our fence post with. So I'm using the scraps from it. And it's a really pretty lace. Here, I'll only show a portion. It's got some lace. It's got some cute garter. It's pretty fly. Like the lace is kind of doing my brain in, but that's what we're doing. Not underwear.
Love that. That's actually quite lovely. Good colors.
What else, Jay?
I'm excited. This is my first sweater of 2022. And this bag is from Cookies and Bees. Again, it's my Love Sloth bag. It's called like Love You Slow Much or something, because sloths. But anyway, I am doing the Dino Roar sweater by Megan of Bad Wolf Girl. And I have split the sleeves and I am working on the body. So I'm pretty excited. This is the only color work. So the rest is just me like knitting that bottom, knitting these sleeves, and then I'll be free to go. I feel like it was like a good way to ease into sweaters because we kind of like sweatered ourselves out in 21. So I feel like 2022, it's like, I'm just getting into the sweaters that I'm really interested in. But I did go a little rogue on accident because I don't read anything. Really, my sister does all the reading for us. And it's a DK weight sweater, but all the yarn I bought was fingering. So I'm just going with it. And I just knit like a little slightly larger size. And it's honestly working out just fine because I like tried it on and it fit really well. So here is the color work. You can kind of see the dinosaurs for an up close look. Check out our Instagram where I show the color work with myself singing the Jurassic Park theme song in the background because I love dinosaurs. If you haven't been watching for a bit, I love two things that are like material oriented, and that is dinosaurs and pink. So here we are. So very excited to have this one. And since it's fingering, it's pretty light, so I can probably still wear it in the spring. So that's exciting. Oh gosh, sorry, I have to tell you the yarn. Sorry, Gabs. Totally, you were gonna go. So the cream is the Lost Generation from Forbidden Fiber Company. The green for the dinos is Fauna from Whimsical Wood Yarn Company. And the magenta, I have no idea. So there you go.
Nice. This is my last whip now that it's my turn and my sister's told you her yarn. This is my first designed like garment. We've got a couple like secret ones going on right now, but this one I can talk about. This is the yarn support is from Universal Yarn, and it is I just started it because I'm writing the pattern as I go, but it's like a t-shirt instead, so it's a summer tee. I really like this color. I really like this color. I'm on a red kick. It's got this cute little lace detail in the raglans. So I just finished the short rows. You can kind of see that I did the short rows right there. So it's a raglan style t-shirt with a bunch of positive ease. It's like 8 to 12 inches of positive ease. Really, I was being selfish in designing that because I wanted to be able to wear it at different sizes of life because bodies change all the time and yarn is expensive. So you kind of want to be able your yarn to be a little bit more forgiving than fast fashion is. Sometimes you can buy new stuff. So this will come out for testing once I get it tech edited and knit. So you'll probably see this on the podcast a lot as I'm going through the process, but it's Universal Yarn. It's a cotton bamboo wool blend. I really like working with it. I will, when I've got more details and an affiliate link, which is super fun because I'm like, we're influencers now. Obviously, let's quit our day jobs. This is perfect. We'll talk about it more when I've got more information, but I was so excited. I wanted to share anyway. So I did. Do you have other whips, Che? Hey, look at us go. All right. What do you have?
Acquisitions, which is I am proud to announce. I only have like one-ish thing because I'm saving up all of my juice for the Rose City yarn crawl. So I'll just go first and then you can go through all yours. Is that cool?
Yep.
So Wool and Honey was generously giving gift cards to folks, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Gabs, who basically signed up. And so I was able to get a few fun things from them. So it's really just like fun little notions. So I got myself curved cable needles, which you can kind of see there because I don't have any. And I feel like I would like to try having the correct notion for the said technique because that's who I am. She don't care, obviously. And she's the one who taught me how to knit. So I'm like, oh, you all don't use this to like do this technique? You're like, no, we use the actual thing you're supposed to. But now I have the thing. And I got this pin, which says drink water on it, which is funny. And it's more kind of like a family thing because whenever something is wrong, my mom or our mom is always like, drink water. Like, did you drink water? Drink water. So got this pin and I think you're going to get a matching one, maybe. Yes.
Yep.
That's it.
That's the tattoos Shaylee and I are going to get when we are, you know, when I can get tattoos, which we'll talk about more in chatter. So here's the warning because it needs the context. I just had a baby. She is almost 7 weeks old. So if hearing a little peppered in baby talk is not what's good for you and good for your soul, thank you so much for joining us. If you're going to stick around, you're going to hear a little bit of peppered in stuff about my newborn. This is a knitting podcast, not a mommy blog, but you know, I've got a newborn, so she is kind of running my life right now. So I am up a lot, pumping for my newborn. So that means I'm scrolling Instagram a lot as well. And I get sucked into sales. And here's the thing. Most yarn dyers seem to be, at least the ones we follow, seem to be in the Midwest or on the East Coast. So a lot of times we miss their sales. Well, and I'm not missing them anymore because when they drop at like 8 a.m. Eastern, I'm up at 5. And my poor sister has a commute, so she can't be scrolling. Like
I'm also up at 5, but like driving to Los Angeles.
Yeah, maybe not scrolling on Instagram while driving. So I got hooked into the Daisy Stitch Company mystery bag. Like y'all, I got hooked into it. I actually can't show all of it because some of it's presents for my sister. But I bought 2 50-gram mystery skein things, which is 6 skeins of yarn plus a mini skein set, which is 5 mini skeins. So this week I got 11 skeins of yarn in the mail, and I noticed I said this week. So none of them have names, but some of them are for my sister. So I can show you 4, which all came out super cool.
I like that one in your left hand.
This one?
No, one more over.
This one?
Yes, looks like I think cherry blossoms, like the back.
Yeah, you can have this one too if you want it, but some are for my sister. So, they came. I think they came like this. This was one of the mystery skein sets, and then I pulled 2 to give to my sister for her birthday. So this came. It was really exciting. It was a problem, and so then I pulled 2 skeins for her. That's why. So then I got these skeins too, the mini skeins. Because they
kind of match. I like the green with the really colorful one.
I do too, but I thought that was too hot for you because my sister's a little bit more.
It is, but it's good for you.
My sister's a little bit more muted because I am clearly chaotic with this right now. So I got all this week, and then what else did I? Oh, then I got a D-stash. That I sent to my parents' house for our dad to ball up in this case. I can't show it to you, but it's a worsted weight Malabrigo. I also got, oh shoot, I forgot to grab the other one. I will get it. I got this from another mystery skein. No, it wasn't mystery. It was just a grab bag from Yarnaceous, I think is how you say it, like crustaceous. It's dinosaur themed. See,
it's Cretaceous.
Yeah.
Okay. You said crustaceous, which I think is like crustaceans, like lobsters.
That's correct. I think I'm not teaching right now. Yarnaceous, Maggie, I got these. I pulled one because one of them is for my sister as well. That's why they came in 3s, but I could only show you 2. These have colorway names. This is her Salta fingering, and it's called Dancing with the Dinosaur. It's kind of hot. That's why it's Gabs' color. It's a little electric. And this is her Lepto fingering, which is 100% superwash merino, and the color is tourmaline. So it's not a single ply, but it's a little bit of a lighter weight. So I got sucked into that grab bag as well. What else did I buy? So I bought the oh, and then I bought this one too. This one came late. Let me go snag it. This one came, I ordered it before I had the baby, and then it came late. So that's why I was like, forgot about it. This one is Hugh Loco's, and it is on her Phyllis sock, and it is called Thick Thighs Save Lives. So I had to purchase this. I am a thick-thighed lady. So is my older daughter. Very much so. She has, as my father calls them, thumper thighs. No, I have very large thighs. My husband is 6'3", and my thighs are the same size as his. They're actually slim right now because I haven't been running because of the baby, but my younger daughter came out with such skinny legs. She looked like a little chicken. And I'm like, are you sure this is my daughter? I only do big thighed girls. So there's that. So we had to purchase that as well. I think that's everything. Did I buy other stuff?
Look at you being a little spender.
Yes. Which is not great because I'm on maternity leave, so I'm not making as much money. So
whatever, buy the yarn.
So I'm working on, but I bought a lot, so we're solid. We're solid on the yarn purchasing, except it's like something comes up that you just have to have.
Absolutely, add to cart.
Yeah, that's the motto. That's what's going to be on Chaley's tombstone.
Add to cart. Yeah.
What do we have for chatter, Che?
I don't really have anything going on except for next weekend. I will be at the Rose City Yarn Crawl, and I have made, because I'm turning it into also like more of a trip as well. So I'm going to do the whole yarn crawl in one day. So I'm pretty excited about that. There's only like one that I think is like somewhat far away, but they're like, oh, it's like 30 minutes. And I'm like, 30 minutes? Like, that's none. I drove an hour and 45 minutes to get home last night. 30 minutes is a breeze. So I am very excited about that, and we'll do a vlog about it and show all the things I get from that. So please do feel free to subscribe if you want to get notifications about that. But that's really the big thing, knitting related, that's going on with me, but also other things in life, like just working on my final semester of grad school, and we'll be done with that in May, and I can actually work on knitting stuff.
Yeah, Che's pretty busy. I am still on maternity leave. I will be until August with the start of the school year. My newborn is almost not a newborn anymore because apparently they exit the newborn phase at 8 weeks. She's almost 7 weeks old. That's my little daughter, Eleanor, who I had on January 1st. I think some people asked last podcast. She was not the first baby born at her hospital. She was born at 10:58 a.m. via C-section. So that's what's going on with her. She's, being a newborn. She's a much chiller child than my older daughter, Lottie, who is a firecracker. A lot. She's a lot. So I think that's it. I'm knitting away. I don't think there's too much. We're staying home, getting ready. Che's coming to visit maybe in March, maybe in April. I think in April.
April for sure. I'll be around, but I probably won't have knitting stuff because it's part of a trip. Unclear on that. I actually am coming in March. I don't think I told you that, but it's only for 24 hours. So this is fun. I get to travel for spring, but I'm traveling home. So it's not really like as exciting as like, oh, I'm going to Boston. But I'm like, no, I'm going to Danville. So, which is still fun. It's still cool, but like it's home. So, but that's fun.
So the April podcast, you might actually get to see us together, but Che is super busy, but lucky for me, she is up for my birthday weekend. I am turning
31. You oldie.
I'm turning 31. The years. Does anyone else feel like time is different now since 2019? Like 2020 happened, but it felt like it didn't pass. Mm-hmm. Like we're still trying to deal with 2020 and it's 2022. I don't know.
Yeah.
Time's been weird. So 31st birthday. It'll be exciting. We will probably be back for a podcast in March.
At some point.
March is a long month. February was a scramble because it ended. It was quick. So hopefully March, we will see you. You want to do the send off, Che?
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us. And We hope you enjoyed, and happy crafting to all of you. Bye.